Hi, Gary Schweikert, President, BMW Club Queensland. We conducted 51 public events during the last 12 months with attendance of approximately 1,650 people. We have had 122 full members join since the last AGM, which puts the total at 433 full members plus 121 bundle members. Many of those were M-car buyers, but there has also been increased inquiries for special interest vehicle registration, which indicates a strong interest in restoring and maintaining older BMWs. Some of the most successful activities were the German Club $20 Pork Knuckle Sundae, the Kingston Park Go-Kart Challenge, a drive and lunch to the Mount Tambourine Bush Turkey Bistro, our annual display at the Brisbane Exhibition Ground for the RACQ Motorfest, and also our annual Happy Laps Regularity Charity Day at Lakeside Raceway. The charities that we have supported in the last 12 months were the Emerge Cafe Toowoomba, Pay a Sack Forward, and Volunteer Marine Rescue, Brisbane.
Well, on behalf of BMW Club Queensland, we'd like to donate $1,000 to the BMR Brisbane.
These three charities have been the recipients of funding from our club over the past 2 years. This year, a total of $12,000 was distributed amongst these three organisations, and we also held events at 2 of their businesses to further support their operations. We exceeded our last year's goal and raised $11,000 this year, of which we're handing over some today. One of the more unusual ICC events this year was the economy run with the Tesla Club.
Thanks for coming. This is my first sort of not quite ICC sort of thing. Anyway, we've got a route. If you know where you're going, we've got some printouts of the route.
We'll always be together.
How did they compare? We're still trying to work it out.
Beats me, Bailey.
Another amazingly successful event was this year's River Fire. Russell Thomas, our social director, organised 100 seats on Captain Kerry's I Spy for a cruise up the Brisbane River, dinner, and a wonderful display by the RAAF. It was then time to light up the Brisbane River with an amazing fireworks display. 11 tonnes were spread over 15 locations, which kicked off this year's Brisbane Festival. Then there was the Car One Automotive Show of Excellence. We did battle this year, finalising a venue due to weather and other circumstances. But in the end, we had a great display of BMWs and Minis at Lakeside Park. Thank you to John Tetley and his team for making us so welcome, and also Brendan Cook from Hyper Racing for their sponsorship, and also the fantastic BMW Club Queensland illuminated sign. In October, we lucked out with a fine day after a damp start for another lunch run, this time to the Yandina Ginger Factory. We mustered at the Shell Glasshouse Mountains for some complimentary fuel, then set off through the mountains to Yandina. The Ginger Factory tour was fascinating.
108 concrete storage bags.
It was followed by assorted ginger tastings, then an excellent lunch. Later that month, Motorsport Australia invited members of our club to participate in the Queensland Women's Introduction to Motorsport program, which they hosted at the Norwell Motorplex. It was a fabulous opportunity to learn some fundamentals of motorsport, hear about a wide range of events that are out there that women can participate in, and ask all the questions they had been thinking of.
My father was absolutely a hard taskmaster, so I think it put me in good stead to have a lifetime of experience with rugby.
It was not all about speed, noise and power. There were a number of other interesting events spread throughout the year, including the Noosa Hill Climb, in the wet. There were a variety of members' BMWs and Minis, taking on the slippery track. Some of them got a little too enthusiastic. At the end of the event, everyone had a great time, and there were some trophies for some members. Motorsport was again a major attraction for members and invited clubs last year. And to celebrate the 21-22 RX Automotive Series, awards for the year's competition were presented at the first round of the next series at Lakeside on November the 18th. Winners of the outright championship and various classes were acknowledged. Congratulations. Another special event on the motorsport calendar in 2022 was Challenge Bathurst. It was a popular event and entries were oversubscribed, but there were a couple of BMW Club Queensland members who were lucky enough to be invited. Chris Price and Kristen Steenstrup had a great time in their 1 Series BMWs. If you're interested in the 2023 event, get in early, as numbers are limited. To wrap up a damp 2022, we headed out of town, in the wet, on the Western Ranges drive and lunch, to the Meringan Dan Hotel. We celebrated the club's activities with the annual awards lunch and trophy presentation at the Broncos Leagues Club.
It's always great to get to the end of the year.
There were 19 awards for the annual Show of Excellence.
The standard of judging gets so much harder. I'd like to thank all our judges that were there, to put in the effort. It's fantastic.
Here in my car, I feel safest of all. I can lock on my doors. It's the only way to live in cars. Here in my car, I can only receive. I can listen to you. It keeps me stable for days in cars.
Most supportive member, both city and country, a new ICC Encouragement Award,
The award goes to Jane Musgrave.
a list of motorsport winners, and the Go-Kart Challenge Award. To finish off the year, the December muster was at the QUT, with a presentation from the BMW Group design team,
Would I go back in a heartbeat?
and a presentation by Chris Price and Kristen Steenstrup about their Challenge Bathurst experience. Then, in 2023, on Australia Day, we kicked off the year with a fun day and lunch at the Volunteer Marine Rescue Base at Shorncliffe.
We're going to donate this year again $1,000 to Volunteer Marine Rescue.
The following day, the first motorsport event of the year, was the second round of the RX Automotive Sprint Series at Lakeside Raceway. So far this year, we've had a number of drives to a Bowden's Own demo and breakfast at their head office on the Sunshine Coast, a drive and lunch to the Linville Hotel, and a brekkie run to the barn on Flaxton.
You've arrived at your destination.
We were also invited by both Brisbane BMW and Coastline BMW to their launch events for the new M2 and M3 Touring. When we visited Coastline BMW, we were invited into their workshop for a close-up look under the new M2. What amazing engineering. One of the major events of the last 12 months was the BMW Club's Australian Nationals on the Gold Coast from March 17th to 20th, with 2 separate motorsport events to top and tail the weekend at Lakeside Raceway and Morgan Park. All of these events showcased our club to sponsors, supporters, members and the public, as well as helping our local community. Another major showcase to the public and members is the BMW Club Queensland website and partnering app. New to the website are our history page, our YouTube channel with 145 club videos, and soon to be launched a special interest vehicle information and events registration page. Also, soon there will be an update to our motorsport page with tables of results. Don't forget that on our website there is a complete library of our club's e-magazine, The Beamer, and our e-store for club merchandise. It's been extremely successful, mainly due to the tireless work of our merchandising officer, Alex Irvine. Again, I'd like to thank the sponsors and supporters, especially RX Automotive, Hyper Racing, Summer Car Care, Bowden's Own, Brisbane BMW, Westside BMW and Coastline BMW for their financial and event support. Finally, I'd like to thank the members, their guests, and especially the committee members for making the last 12 months so successful. BMW Club Queensland seems to be heading for bigger and brighter times, and I wish you all the best for the future.